Hello everybody and welcome back to Crooked MMA. I've been gone for a while, as you can see. It's been tough out here, grew a bit of facial hair. It's been rough, okay? It's been rough. No, but in all seriousness, just took a little break, channel wasn't going well, but I missed breaking down the fights, so I'm back again. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. It bloody helps, mate. It does. A little subscribe shows, oh shit, I'm doing something right. But we're going to be breaking down these picks. Enough of me waffling and going on about bullshit. We're going to be breaking down these fights. So first fight of the night. I should probably break down what card it is first, shouldn't I? So this is UFC 307 No Che. So this is in the Sphere. Big card, mid fights. But they should be fun enough. In all honesty, they should be fun enough. But it isn't the card we were promised. They ripped us off. They fucking ripped us off. Bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. But, nonetheless, we get what we're given. And we have to go along with it, right? That's just the way UFC has been lately. Tom Aspinall doesn't get title shot from John Jones. John Jones ducking. Oh, no big deal. Anyway, I'm not going to rant. It's fucking bullshit. First fight of the night. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Aori Qileng. Now, my pick is Raul Rosas Jr. I do have a little bit of issue. I shouldn't say issue. I have a little bit of a worry here because Aori Qileng can hit hard. Like, if we go over his record, it should tell us how many knockouts he has gotten if it loads. So, Aori Qileng, 6 KOs in the first round. His last KO was... It's been a minute. It has been a hot minute. He got a ground and pound win in the first round against Cameron Else. That's my worry, right? I'm worried. I don't know. Maybe it's a small boy frame, although, bro, Raul Rosas Jr., bro, he's bulking out a bit, so fair play to him. But maybe it's the frame that just has me on pause a little bit. But I think his grappling is enough to beat Aori Qileng. I'm trusting in Raul Rosas Jr. His chin is a big target, so that's something to keep in mind. His chin is a big target. Keep that in mind, but I'm confident he should get it done. Don't even have my glass on properly. Now, how does he get it done? So, I'm going to say it's a bit of a grappling fest. He could have moments where he nearly snatches the neck. Again, how many times has Aori Qileng been subbed? Only 3 times. Only 3 times, and he hasn't been subbed for a hot minute. So I'm going to say this goes to decision. I'm going to say decision, dominant win from Raul Rosas Jr., controlling him on the ground. Some moments where, he threatens a sub up. And it's looking a bit hairy. It's looking a bit risky. And everybody's like, oh, fuck, what's going to happen? But he doesn't sink it in. And I think there'll be moments too where Aori Qileng connects some nice shots. And you're like, oh, shit, Raul Rosas Jr., be careful. I'm going to trust in the chin. It's big, but I think it can withhold some damage. So I'm going to be going with Raul Rosas Jr. to get the W in the first fight. Sending it off for Mexico. That's what they want. They want the Mexico. What did I just do? I'm pressing buttons and I fucked it all up. But we're back. Okay, next fight. Édgar Cháirez versus Joshua Van. Now, this is a hard one. This is a hard one because I like Édgar Cháirez. Right? I do. He had those back and forth fights with Daniel Lacerda, eventually getting the win. It was like he fought him, it was a no contest. He went to fight him again, and it got cancelled. And then it ended up happening, if I remember correctly. Now he's fighting Joshua Van. Now Joshua Van got chinned in his last fight. Édgar Cháirez isn't really the guy to chin someone. Joshua Van's got nice boxing, he's got a very nice stand-up style with primarily boxing, He has a nice guard, but he did get tagged in his last fight, and he did get KO'd. Let me double-check who he got KO'd by. Charles Johnson with a right uppercut in round 3. Édgar Cháirez, as you can see, he hasn't got a KO in the UFC for a while. We're going back. He's never got a KO in the UFC, I should say. His last KO was all the way back in 2021. Does he have a reach advantage? He does have a reach advantage. And he is the bigger guy. I'm gonna go at Édgar Cháirez just because of Joshua Van's last performance. Now, if Joshua Van didn't have his last performance, which he had, I'd be going Joshua Van. But I don't like his size. I don't like that, he's a small guy in a small person's division. He has nowhere to go. While Édgar Cháirez is going to be a lot bigger. And Édgar Cháirez has good grappling. I think he can mix the striking and the grappling up well enough to get this done, with grappling being the primary difference here. I can see moments where he's going to take Joshua Van down, hold him down, land some nice little shots on the ground. And he'll be able to compete in the striking, but he'll definitely be losing the striking. I'm not going to say, he's going to win. He's going to win the striking. If this was a striking fight, Édgar Cháirez would fucking lose, okay? But I think he can at least compete and have his own moments. Mixed in with the grappling, I can see him getting this done, mainly just because he's the bigger guy. And Joshua Van might be a little bit hesitant. He might be a little bit more hesitant than usual, he just got chinned. Undefeated. He wasn't undefeated, he had one loss, but he was on a mad streak. And I think he's going to be a little bit worried here. So I'm going to go Édgar Cháirez as the underdog. But it could go either way. I'm just hedging it probably by 5%, 55 to 45. That's how I'm going to go. Next up, Yazmin Jauregui versus Ketlen Souza. Yazmin Jauregui's the pick. She's my babe. She's my honey. I love her. I'm her biggest fan. Etc, etc. I'm picking her. Ketlen Souza, you're going to lose, mate. But in all seriousness, I think Yazmin Jauregui has a much better striking. She did get chinned. Saddest day of my life. She did get chinned. I was nearly more sad about that than when Alex Volkanovski got KO'd. This chick... Oh, those are some nice tan lines. But this chick... She looks a bit mid in the face, and this chick can't KO people. Not really. In the UFC, I'm going to say. Her last KO was back in 2021. I don't think she finds the chin of Yazmin Jauregui, and I think Yazmin Jauregui outpoints her to a decision. Dominant, wins all 3 rounds. Ketlen Souza might have some moments with the grappling, but I think Yazmin Jauregui is going to keep this standing up on the feet, and I think she's going to win. Maybe even hurting Ketlen Souza in moments, because Yazmin Jauregui, she can pop a little bit. She can pop a very small amount. Next up, Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Now, both guys are very good. Ignacio Bahamondes, more of a kickboxer. He probably has the more clean striking out of the two, but Manuel Torres is a fucking tank that just walks through, fucking throwing the kitchen sink, throwing whatever he fucking can. And I think he's going to find the chin of Ignacio Bahamondes and put him to sleep. Honestly, that's what I think. I think he's going to put Ignacio to sleep. After a back and forth fight, I think they're both going to have moments, but I like the finishing ability of Manuel Torres. Let's go through them both real quick, and let's see the difference in their finishing. Right. So Ignacio Bahamondes, he's got a lot of KOs. He does. 10 wins by KO in his 15-fight career. Sounds pretty good, right? He beat Christos Giagos via head kick, decision win against Trey Ogden, Brado choke, wheel kick. But I don't see him KO Manuel Torres. 7 KOs. 7 KOs this guy has in 15 fights. And he's just been KOing people in the UFC. I think that's the biggest difference. Rear naked choke, elbow, right hook, win via strikes, guillotine choke, rear naked choke, knee bar. He's got a good grappler game as well, but I could just see him KOing Bahamondes here. I could see him catching Bahamondes in a striking exchange. Bahamondes likes to plant his feet and kick. I think Manuel Torres, with his awkward style, can land something in those moments. In those moments where, Bahamondes does go to throw a nasty kick, I think Manuel Torres could fucking just knock him clean out. Maybe stumble him, fight with ground and pound. I'm not going to say clean out. But that's what I see happening. So that's what I'm going to go with. Manuel Torres getting the win after a back and forth fight. I'm going to say, if I had to fully guess it, I'm going to say he knocks him out in round 2. Round 2. The start of round 2. Or maybe round 1. Gonna go late first round to early second round. That's the official pick. Next up, Irene Aldana versus Norma Dumont. Now, I'm going Irene Aldana by KO, right? I've already got the bet down, so there's no point. Oh, I'm going to go this to sound proper. No, I'm going Irene Aldana. I think she can KO her. I really think she can. So we're going over a record, right? 7 KOs in round 1. She's coming off a decision win against Rosa. That disgusting Amanda Nunes performance where she froze up and didn't throw a fucking thing. That was disgusting. I bet on her that fight. Stupidest decision ever. Up kick to the liver. I'm not counting that. I'm sorry. Ground and pound. Left hook. I think she can catch. Norma Dumont. And as Norma Dumont only has 2 losses, has she ever been caught before? She has been caught before. When? By Megan Anderson. 2020, a while ago. Yeah, sure. But Irene Aldana and Megan Anderson do have sort of similar builds, you know. Like, Irene Aldana, long arms, long body. Megan Anderson, long arms, long body. Both girls can crack. Both girls lost to Amanda Nunes. Don't know why I included that fact, but I did. I think Irene Aldana is going to be able to connect Norma Dumont on the chin and put her to sleep. Send her to Good Nightville. Now, it could easily go decision win for Irene Aldana or Norma Dumont, right? That's a big possibility as well, but I'm going to go, I have a feeling she KOs her. I think Norma Dumont is too hittable at times, and Irene Aldana rips nice shots to the body, rips nice hooks to the head, and I think she just has to catch her a few times, and Norma Dumont is out of there. But it should be a good fight. I'm going to be watching that fight. Hopefully the camera angles are good. Next fight, Ronaldo Rodríguez versus Osbourne. I don't give a fuck about this fucking fight. This guy has 1 win into the UFC, and I did not study this fight at all. I ain't gonna lie. Don't even know if I saw his fight, Dennis Bondar. I probably did watch it, but what UFC fight night was this on? Sorry, guys, we're jumping down the rabbit hole a bit here. Yeah, I would have watched it, but I don't remember it. Francisco, no, wrong fight. A lot of fighters on this card are returning for this card. That's crazy. Dennis Bondar. I'm going to go Ronaldo Rodríguez. Osbourne's pretty trash, coming off 2 losses or something on the main card of the fucking Sphere. Yeah. Let's buy pay-per-views to go watch fucking Osbourne, guys. Does that sound good? Like, Osbourne? Oh, I want to watch that fight. I'm excited for that fight, guys. My heart's going to be beating when this fight's on the main card of the Sphere, everybody. But no, I'm going Ronaldo Rodríguez. I think he's going to KO this little dork, Osbourne. Osbourne, don't mean anything by it, but shouldn't be on the main card. It's not your fault, but it infuriates me, okay? So I'm going Ronaldo Rodríguez, even though I know nothing about him. Next up, Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Ribovics. Now, I'm going Daniel Zellhuber. I rate him. I rate his striking. Esteban Ribovics isn't bad. Like, he's a very good fighter. I just think that Daniel Zellhuber's a little better. You know, I think he's just a little bit better all around. I think he's going to cause Esteban Ribovics problems, especially with Daniel Zellhuber's kicks. I think they're going to cause him problems. I can see him attacking the leg, attacking the body, mixing it up. Just fucking Esteban Ribovics shit up. Like, I could see Esteban Ribovics having a bit of pause. Like, Daniel Zellhuber's very good at mixing it all up. And I think he's a little bit cleaner. I think he's better at mixing it up. I think he's going to KO. Not KO. I think it's going to be a decision win for Daniel Zellhuber at the end of the day. Maybe 2 rounds to 1, because you can't underestimate Esteban Ribovics. You can't. He's decent. He's good. But, you know, I like the reach advantage. Fuck me. 8-inch reach advantage right here. Definitely going Daniel Zellhuber. I'm liking the Mexicans on this card too. I just have a feeling like Do you guys ever get that? Just on a little tangent here. Do you guys ever get that? Like, sometimes there's a fight and you sort of know what's going to happen because it's like, if it goes any other way, it just doesn't seem realistic. Happened with the Paddy versus Bobby Green fight. My head was telling me, nah, Bobby Green's going to win. But I knew the whole time that he wasn't going to win. I knew the whole time he wasn't going to win because that's just not the way the UFC script goes, okay? I'm not saying it's scripted. I'm just saying there's something in the air. There's something in the elements that lets the script run. But I'm going Daniel Zellhuber by decision, 2-1. Next up, Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. I'm going Diego Lopes. He's my GOAT, and I love him. He's going to be a future champion. He's gonna be a future champion, mark my words. This time next year, Diego Lopes is going to be our champion. This guy is amazing. This guy is astonishing. You know, he looked a bit bitter in his last fight against Dan Ige. But can you really count that? I mean, bro had to go through, get there, do a weight cut. Then he had to do another weight cut because Brian Ortega's fat ass couldn't make the weight. And then on 2 days' notice, oh, Diego Lopes, mate. It was like 2 hours' notice. Diego Lopes, mate. Oh, we have Dan Ige stepping in. Totally different style matchup. Dan Ige's a better boxer than Brian Ortega. I think if Brian Ortega, Dan Ige fought on the feet, I think Dan Ige would piece him up. I don't know if I get that name right, Dan Ige. There's somebody else who I confuse with Dan Ige. I don't know, but I'm pretty certain it was Dan Ige. Diego Lopes had moments where he was losing the striking in that fight, had moments where he looked vulnerable, had moments where he was losing, but I honestly think Brian Ortega's a better stylistic matchup for him than Dan Ige. Sounds wild to say, but I do. I think Diego Lopes, BJJ cancels out Brian Ortega's. Brian Ortega's probably got better BJJ, but Diego Lopes coaches BJJ. He's not like a noob at BJJ. He's good at BJJ. So hopefully he wins. I've lost my mind. Diego Lopes is winning. I think he's going to crack Brian Ortega with heavy thudding shots, and I think he's going to put him out of there by KO in the second round. That's what I honestly think. I just think he's going to crack him. Like that uppercut he did against that one dude, just fucking bulls. That's what he's going to do. But Brian Ortega's advanced. He's experienced. I think Diego Lopes is going to crack him and put him out of there with ground and pound because he has the jiu-jitsu to stay safe on top. Now, Brian Ortega definitely, if this fight reaches the third round, Brian Ortega could definitely cause him problems with the jiu-jitsu. And Brian Ortega showed better takedowns as of late. But if he was fighting anybody other than Diego Lopes, I'd be saying, yeah, he could take him down, submit him. I don't see him taking down Diego Lopes. I see Diego Lopes cracking him, putting him away. I know Brian Ortega, I don't think he's ever been finished, right? Never been finished by KO. Oh, he has. When? Yeah, one would have been the shoulder injury, but has he ever been like cracked and put out? So he's never been like cracked and put out. I thought that. So this will be the first time for everything. I don't think any of the guys he's fought that have beaten him has the power of Diego Lopes. I think Diego Lopes' power is different. It's special. Something we never seen before. I think he's going to crack him, put him to sleep. Sleep time, mate. Good night. I like Brian Ortega. Next up, Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. Valentina, you're old, mate. Fuck off. Nobody wants your fucking champ again. Let's be honest, right? Am I going to sit here and act like something else? Nah. Fuck off, Valentina. I'm sorry. I like Valentina. She's a nice person, but we don't want her as champ again. Go fight some contenders, mate. I'll watch that. I'll tune into that. But it's Alexa Grasso's time. She could make a mad run. If you get in the fucking way at your 46 years old, 6 months and 1 week, I'm not going to be mad that you won. Me mad that you're fucking champion again. I don't want that. I want contender Valentina Shevchenko. I don't want champion Valentina Shevchenko. Alexa Grasso, she's better looking too. Better champion. Better boxing. Nah, overall, I'm going to go Alexa Grasso to get this done by KO. I am. I've already decided. I decided days ago. I was like, she dropped her in the last fight. I think she had moments where she stunned her or dropped her in the first fight. I just don't like an aging fighter that has been cracked in other fights. I could just see that as a recipe for disaster. Now, it's unlikely, but I do see it happen, and I could just see Alexa Grasso round 3. They're both a little bit tired. Obviously, they're not going to be tired, but obviously they're going to be a little bit more tired than they were in round 1. I would just see Alexa Grasso putting together a combination, really hurting Valentina, and Valentina's like, fuck, I just got cracked again. Alexa Grasso falling to the ground and pounding her out. Otherwise, very much equal chance could go to decision. And either way, I see Alexa Grasso winning. Now, the argument is, mate, Valentina got robbed in her last fight. I don't think she got robbed. Like, I think the 10-8 was wrong, but I think Alexa Grasso won the fight nonetheless. You know what I mean? I think she's just better. And I think she's slowly getting better. I think we saw... Everybody was saying the first fight was a fluke. She was losing that fight until she got that submission. And then the second fight, she comes through and she's competing, winning rounds, winning moments, a lot more than she did the first fight. I see her overtaking her here. You know, maybe at the first fight, Valentina was better. Alexa Grasso caught that moment. Second fight, they were more even. Now I see Alexa Grasso, you know, overtaken on the highway. Vroom. Goodbye, Valentina. That's what I see happening. I see Alexa Grasso KOing her in the third round, but it could definitely go to decision win for Alexa Grasso. But I'm confident in Alexa Grasso, but you never know. You never know. Main event, Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili. Am I going to doubt Sean O'Malley again and lose again? That's the real question. I like Sean O'Malley. I just have a tendency to pick against him. I don't know why. But I'm going to go with my heart. And my heart says Merab Dvalishvili gets the job done by decision. I honestly think that. I think that his grappling and pace is going to be too much. Now, I see people saying, he can't keep up that pace and grappling for 5 whole rounds. I think he can, because as they go on, Sean O'Malley is going to get more tired from getting up. While Merab's got to keep the same pace, because that's all we've seen from him. This guy doesn't get tired, whether it's the EPOs or whatever. Besides the point, I'm picking him to win a fight. I don't care. If he's on the EPOs, then fucking ban him. But doesn't mean I'm going to pick him any less. So I think he's going to win this. Now, Sean O'Malley definitely could have moments on the feet where he could tag Merab Dvalishvili, but I see Merab just being too much in the grappling. Like, not the grappler where he's going to be on top, you know, controlling him for ages, putting him in submissions. Just the constant takedowns. And Merab's striking isn't terrible. And I don't see himself given too many moments to be caught. I think he's going to come in with a smart game plan here, especially after seeing Aljo get KO'd. He's not going to shoot from far out. He's not going to fight like an idiot. And I'll tell you what also gives me this idea. I know they're two completely separate fighters, but there's a lot of similarities. Belal Muhammad and Merab. I could see Merab implementing a similar game plan as Belal Muhammad did against Leon Edwards. Remember the name, by the way. I picked him. But there's no proof of it because I didn't make a picks video. But I see Merab implementing a similar game plan, you know, being up close, in the striking, watching those knees. But he's going to be shooting more than Belal did. And he's going to be, I was going to say have better cardio, but Belal had good cardio. He's going to be shooting a lot, putting Sean O'Malley up against the fence, dragging him to the floor. Sean O'Malley's going to get back up because Sean O'Malley's got good grappling. But even if it's clinch work, even if it's up against the clinch, I reckon we'll see a real boring fight here, honestly. A real boring fight, decision win, going to Merab, Dvalishvili. Everybody's just going to be, oh, fuck. What was that? Why did I watch this? But that's what I say happening in all honesty. Merab's going to get it done. He's going to get it done in spectacular fashion. Maybe boring fashion, we'll see. But Sean O'Malley could definitely catch him and put him to sleep. Merab, the dickhead, posted a fucking video of his eye cut open. And he's got staph infection too. But I still see him doing that game plan and winning. And Merab's got a decent reach. Like, you'd think, oh, Sean O'Malley's got a massive reach advantage. No, it's only like, 4-inch reach advantage? So it's nothing crazy. Like, it's about fucking that. That's decent. But I still reckon Merab's just going to grapple fuck him. Not successfully, but he's still going to be shooting those takedowns. He's still going to be getting them. So my pick is Merab via decision. Maybe 3 rounds to 2, 4 rounds to 1, something like that. And I could see the chance of him getting a finish, but I'm not going to get into that. Because I'll maybe some look like... I just think there could be a moment in round 5 where Merab has Sean O'Malley really tired because he's just been grappled for 5 rounds and he's just like hammer fisting him. Sean O'Malley, move! Sean O'Malley's not moving and Merab just pounds him out. And the ref jumps in and everybody's going to be like, oh, that was too quick of a finish sort of thing. Could see that happening. I don't think it's going to happen, but there's a small chance I'll go Merab by decision. Please like, subscribe and comment, and as always, have a good one.